here with Allison Sweeney. Give it up. November is National Caregivers Month, which gives us the opportunity to recognize the 78 million hardworking, unpaid loved ones providing round-the-clock care for family members in need. No one understands this more than the #1 hospital in the nation, Mayo Clinic. If you're not familiar with Mayo Clinic, they provide the best health care by focusing on the patient and inspiring optimism with compassion, expertise, innovation, and answers. Mayo Clinic is solving the world's most serious or complex medical challenges one person at a time. Your family actually has some experience with caregivers, right?
Oh yeah, I lost both my grandmothers to cancer and, you know, at different stages in their lives. So you get a real sense of how vital it is, how difficult it is on the whole family, right? And everyone. And in fact, sometimes the patient is the bravest person in the room, you know? And so to have caregivers there able to lend support, be there, be part of the solution is priceless.
Yeah, my sister did a lot. She was with one of my grandmothers. Both my grandmothers died of a form of cancer too. Yeah, and she just had to do so much. She was so young. It's a lot. It's a lot on you. Well, my next guest unexpectedly became a caregiver when her boyfriend was diagnosed with cancer at 24. Way too young. She stepped up in ways she couldn't even imagine, bathing, cleaning, dressing him. She did it all. They even got married in his hospital room, which is so cute.
It's beautiful.
It's a powerful story of love and perseverance. And here to share it is Maddie. What's up, Maddie? Meet Allison.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for sharing your story.
So I want to get to the wedding because that's a Hallmark movie for me. Like, it's like, wow, that's so beautiful. But first, tell us about your husband.
So Zach and I actually met in high school. We never dated, but I had a huge crush on him. He ended up graduating before me, so we ended up reconnecting about 5 years later. And it was love at first sight. We spent every single day together. We were inseparable. We started to build our life together. We got a house, we got our first dog, and we actually went ring shopping. And Zach was a really healthy guy. And he ended up starting to get these symptoms. He started to have night sweats and fevers and just was feeling really sick. And in November of 2020, after a few tests, Zach was diagnosed with stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
At 24?
At 24. He had cancer in his liver, lungs, kidneys. It was essentially in every organ besides his brain.
Which is not a good outlook. Like when you come, so how did he respond to the treatment?
So actually he went through 6 rounds of intense chemotherapy.
Wow.
Yeah, and he did really well. He actually,
probably because he was young.
Yes, and he had so much fight in him. I remember him just saying, I'm going to beat this. I'm going to fight this. And he ended up going into remission in March of 2021.
Yeah.
Yes. And we ended up celebrating not only the remission, but our love for each other. So we ended up getting engaged, and we pretty much wanted to move forward with our life. We just kind of thought, you know, let's put cancer in the past. We're over the hump. Let's plan our future together. So as the months progressed, Zach never really got better. He started to show the same symptoms that he had previously. And one day he woke up and he couldn't feel anything from his chest down.
That's terrifying.
Terrifying, yes. It was probably one of the scariest moments of my life.
Oh my God.
Wow. He ended up getting diagnosed with secondary central nervous system non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So it had come back inside of his spinal cord, and had to pretty much face this beast again.
And then it was a whole other round of treatments.
Yep.
Gosh, so how did you decide to get married? Like, when did you decide to do that?
So Zach was going through multiple rounds of chemotherapy, and one day we got told some even more devastating news that the chemotherapy actually stopped working, and it had spread to his brain. We were brought in with social workers talking about palliative care and hospice, and it was getting pretty morbid at this point. And our initial wedding was a few weeks away. And I remember one day the social worker came in and she said that there's this organization called Small Choices Foundation, and they wanted to pay for us to have a wedding inside the hospital. And they gave us, they planned a wedding for us in less than 48 hours.
Wow.
It was pretty incredible. Sorry, I'm kidding.
No, oh my girl, look, this is here because this is me almost
sorry.
every show.
So,
If you're not crying, there's something
Right.
wrong with you. Yeah, it's very intense.
Yeah, and it was amazing. The nurses actually came in on their day off, and they did my hair and my makeup, and my dress I had bought months prior wasn't hemmed, so they put safety pins on my dress, and they gave me a bouquet, and they had a cake for us. And I remember coming out of the elevators, and my dad was standing there, and he was able to walk me down the hospital aisle. And I remember walking into the room, and I looked at Zach, and he was so weak, and he was hooked up to pain pumps and chemotherapy, but he looked so handsome. And I remember, since we planned the wedding in less than 48 hours, I didn't have a wedding band. And as we were doing our vows, he said, Madison, I know you tell me every single day that I'm the strongest person you know, but you're the strongest person that I know. And he pulled out a real wedding band that he had somehow miraculously brought out to me and got. So it was the best day of my life.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Before the break, we heard about your incredible wedding, but something happened after the wedding. So what was that?
So they told us that the best chance at getting Zach in remission was to get to a bone marrow transplant. This was pretty much the Hail Mary. And Zach got approved for a bone marrow transplant. And he got through that and fought so hard. He was 123 pounds when he got discharged from the hospital in August of this year. We had to be full-time caregivers this whole entire journey, and my dad would have to carry him up the stairs because he couldn't even walk. But as the weeks progressed, he started to get stronger and stronger, and he fought so hard. And he just continued to get better.
Yeah. So you saw the signs this time. Last time it wasn't, this time it was. Zach's recovery was nothing short of a miracle. 4 months after their wedding, doctors declared him cancer-free.
Wow.
Ring that bell. Ring those chimes. He's continued to build strength so much that he's actually here today. Zach, come on out! Woo. Oh my gosh! Like a walking miracle. Hello.
Crazy, hi.
I'm hugging you right like this. Ooh. Come on over. Come on. Watch the rugs. I guess we didn't help you out there. First of all, those colors look really nice together. Just
Thank
letting
you.
you know.
Nadine,
Hello,
I love
welcome
that.
to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, and congratulations. My God.
Yeah.
What an insane, intense, I can't even imagine how hard, like the whole journey has been. So it's truly a miracle you made it. Do you feel like you're a miracle? Do you feel like everything, first of all, this one, like the whole
yeah.
time, like I just know like a lot of caregivers like are overlooked at how much they, pour into the people they love and they want to help. Like, what has this whole journey been like?
It's been super rough, and I'm just glad that I have the support system that I do have with my wife, our family, and I truly wouldn't be here without them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and God bless all those doctors as well, and nurses and everybody. Whew. So you're a Stand Up to Cancer ambassador. So how does this story impact you?
Oh my gosh, well, congratulations. You're an incredible couple. This is so beautiful. And I just think as an ambassador for Stand Up to Cancer, one of the things we cherish and celebrate are the people around the patients and the people that support them and keep them going and keep them positive. And I just think it's a really important thing to remember, whether you're able to donate or whether you're able to contribute your time or just be there for someone that you love. It's all about that community. It's all about being there for each other and supporting each other like you have done. It's so beautiful.
100%. I heard, Zach, that you have something you wanted to say to Maddie, right?
Yes, I do. Maddie, you're my caretaker. You're the love of my life. You're my soulmate. The effort that you put in to really keep me alive these past 2 years has just been unmatched. And, you know, just whenever I do regain my strength, I want to be able to return that, all the effort that you've given me in the past 2 years. And whenever I do regain my strength, I just want to be able to have the wedding that we deserve on the beach and be able to renew our vows and live our life together happily.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh my God. Well, we hope that that day comes sooner than you expect. Both of you clearly deserve it, which is why we at the Kelly Clarkson Show want to give you $10,000 to make that happen. Use it for a second wedding, a honeymoon, whatever you want to use it for.
Wow.
But definitely use some of it on yourselves. You deserve to have some fun with some of that.
Yeah.
Remember, everybody, if there's a loved one you want to recognize and honor during National Caregivers Month, remember, a simple thank you goes a long way.